Hey, I'm Ted Vieira, and I was recently just asked by someone online if I could help explain how to print from a Fuji X-T1 over to an Instax SP-1 printer. And it's really pretty easy, but it's not always easy to find the information on how you set these two things up so they can talk to each other. So that's what I want to do with this video, answer the question and maybe help others out there who have the same issue. Because you're going to have to take that SSID number on the bottom of your Instax printer and put it in your Fuji camera settings so they can talk to each other, be able to find each other. How you do that now is you go ahead and go into playback mode on your X-T1 and go ahead and pull up the image that you want to print. Go ahead and have that ready. And when you're in playback mode, hit the menu button, and that pulls up the playback menu. That's the green tabs and the blue tabs. And the blue tabs are for setup, so that's what we want to do right now because we need to put that information into the camera. So I'm going to go ahead and go over here and scroll down to blue tab 3 of the setup menu. And at the top of that, you'll see connection setting. In blue tab 3, connection setting at the top. That's the one you want. Connection setting, so I'm going to select that. Okay, in this section, you'll have 4 menu items. At the very bottom, you'll see Instax printer connection setting. That's the one I want. Instax printer connection setting. And so I'll go ahead and select that. Now this is where you can actually enter that number that you'll find on the bottom of your Instax printer. Make sure that's on. So go ahead and enter that number and hit OK. Then it's going to ask you to enter a password or what the password is. And I think the default password for the Instax printer is just 1111. So I just went with that. Once you've done that, go ahead and hit OK and back on out of there. Now your settings for your Instax printer are in your X-T1, and you can turn the camera off, turn it back on again. The settings are going to be there, and you'll always be ready to be able to send a print now or an image over to have it printed on the printer. So since it's set up now, let's go ahead and back out of here, back to the green and the blue tabs, and now we're ready to print. So let's go ahead and scroll up to green tab number 2. Green tab 2. And if you look at the bottom of that menu on green tab 2, it says Instax printer print. That means that's where you're going to send the image over to the printer. So that's the one we want. So go into green tab 2, scroll all the way down. Instax printer print, select that. And it's going to go out and look for the printer now. It's on. Okay, cool. You can see where it's connected. And now I can either hit OK, and that will send the image over to the printer to be printed, or I could hit the back button and that would cancel it. I can go do something else. But I'm going to go ahead and hit OK. And now that will send, you can see it's sending it over. You can kind of hear it. That's what it sounds like. And it usually doesn't take too long. And there it comes. And bam! It looks great, huh? No, it takes probably about 30 seconds to a minute before it even starts to show up. Just like an old Polaroid camera. But the cool thing about this is, wow, if you're at photo shoots or parties or doing street portraits out on the street, this is a way for you to give your clients or your friends or people just a photograph to make the experience more fun. Because you can start to see that already a little bit. Now, I did a photo shoot with her last night, and it was a blast. We had a great time. At the end of the shoot, there were a couple images that she really liked, and so I went ahead and printed them out on the Instax printer. So that gave her something she could take home, show her family, have an actual photograph. That's kind of a little more rare these days to have an actual printed photograph. So it just made it a lot more fun. So I really recommend this if you've got clients that you're shooting for, or even just for yourself. It's still kind of fun. They're not huge. They're not like gallery quality fine art prints. They're just fun. It's just fun. So that's starting to come a little bit more. I printed out one of these earlier, so you can see that's what it looks like. Pretty cool, right? Just fun. It's It's just fun. Anyway, I hope this helps. I know the screen probably wasn't that easy to see in the video, so if you have any questions, feel free to let me know and I'll answer anything I can. Okay, thanks.